And welcome to Heritage Hall ChargerVision. I'm Brian Gordon along with George Crescent. And you are here to see the Heritage Hall Chargers take on the Elk City Elks in a district matchup for senior night. Seems a little bit crowded on the field. That's because we just celebrated the seniors out there between the girls' game and the boys' game. So lots of fun festivities, and this game should be festive as well. Chargers are coming in 8-1, leading their district, while the Elk City Elks are coming in at 5-7, having some struggles this season. And this seems like it very well may be a challenging season or a game for them.
Yeah, they've had some. It's been a kind of an unusual record because you see some wins that are pretty impressive, and then you see some head scratchers like going to extra time against Douglas and winning 3-2. So. Not sure what we're going to get here. They only lost to Weatherford 1-0. I saw Weatherford with my own eyes a couple nights ago. Not a bad team at all. So I think like anything else and what we've seen over the years is that if we play well, we're okay. But we're capable of doing things on the other end. Yeah, exactly. So I think we just got to get serious here. And this is going to be a night where Coach Riley, he does his usual deal and has the seniors start. So hopefully the seniors get us off to a good start, and hopefully they don't mess around. They make quick work of this.
Yeah, and part of the night's going to go and be dictated by David Griffin, our super prep feature player.
Yeah, and if you haven't been paying attention this season, this has really been an evolution. I mean, David Griffin has been doing good work for the last 3 years, 4 years, which, by the way, we haven't, mentioned this in quite some time, but this is a team that's aiming for a 4th straight state championship. And David Griffin has really evolved into a scoring menace for other teams. He's doing some things, moving, turning on a ball, getting off quick shots that you just would not think that an offensive lineman for your football team would be able to do. But he has really improved his play, and he, along with Noah Ragazzino and Toby, are really causing a lot of problems and have really gelled as the season's gone on.
Yeah, he's really, really strong in possession, and he's got vision, and that's something that is just something that's unique, and be able to hold things up, let the midfielders get involved. He's always looking for that open player to pass to.
Definitely. And so, if we bring up the keys to victory, I mean, there's going to be no surprises here. In a game like this where you're the heavy favorite, there's emotions, it's senior night, you need to keep your composure. I think that we always tend to do that with Logan in goal and Johnny running in the very experienced back line. We want to possess the ball, we want to let the game unfold, and then we want to stay out of heavy dribbling. So what we've really gotten better at as the season's gone on is moving the ball through passing and not through dribbling.
Yeah, absolutely. And so go ahead and the starting 11, starting in goal, Logan Orcutt.
Yeah, and then Henry Winland's getting the start at outside back. Jonathan Carter and Stavros are going to be the center backs. Micah Brown will be the other outside back. Toby Yokohori, who's had just a monster year, is in the midfield with James Barong and Bo Butler, who Bo has really become that number 6 that you want, that interrupts the other team. And then Adam Alberini, Landon Gasky, and David Griffin up top.
Yeah, noticeable absence of Noah Ragazzino. He's out with a hamstring stretch or pull.
Yeah, I guess him and J-Dub have the same training regimen or something, pulling hamstrings. But,
hopefully they get the same doctor, too. We get them back pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So, but, the Chargers have just so many weapons that, losing one key person like Noah, they can figure out how to pick it up again.
Yeah, and I mean, realistically, we need to just rest him. The playoffs don't start till May 2nd, and so there's no sense in risking an injury.
Yep, absolutely. So the players getting announced for the beginning of the game, as George had said, always a tradition on senior night is the coaches tend to play as many seniors as they can, get them started for a little bit before the game kicks off. Thing is, we've got some really great seniors, so there's not really a miss of the beat on that one. So it should be a fun game for the Chargers. Elk City comes in scoring 29 goals, allowing 18 goals and 1 clean sheet. However, the Chargers come in scoring 48 goals and only allowing 6 goals and getting 5 clean sheets. So Chargers going to make it very challenging for the Elks to get on the board and the Elks can't get into a shootout with them. That's for sure.
The other thing that you'll notice is something that's not been surprising at all as the year's gone on is we are physically much bigger than our opponent. I mean, we have some big kids that can move and can run much better than you would think.
That is very, very true. I mean, with Johnny in the back, and I mean, it is imposing when you're a forward or the other team and you're looking at the back line. You see Johnny standing there, you see Stavros standing there, and think, how am I going to beat these guys?
It's not through the air.
No, it's not. But that, it gets into people's heads.
Yeah. So as the boys start getting ready, we are going to bring in our featured player of the game from the ladies' game, Tatum Lentz. So Tatum, first of all, good to see you. Senior night, can you believe it? I mean,
No.
It's crazy. It seems like just yesterday things were starting off. So you guys are in a really good position right now. By our calculation, if you beat Woodward on Tuesday, you will be number 3 in district, not the 4th team, and that makes a big difference. So with your experience, I mean, you've been on the field for state championships, you've been on the field for heartbreaking losses. What's the mentality of the team, as far as approaching that game on Tuesday and then, looking at a playoff run?
I mean, with what we know, we have reached our full potential. We know what we can do. So I think we just need to keep our mentality going, our connection with the team, our encouragement, and just positive attitudes, because we know what we have, we know what we can do, and just stay connected as a team, and I think we have a good shot.
Yeah, and I mean, throughout the years, it's all started in practice too. So you as a senior leader, I mean, do you guys still sort of set the tone in practice? Because it looks like over the course of the year, you guys have gotten better and better and better. And, you're very tight at the back, hard to break down, and it looks like the goals are finally starting to come.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just little things that we have to keep, encouraging and keep just pushing to make sure that we have everything in line.
And then the leg, you full speed?
Yep.
That one you ran onto today looked really nice. You got it around the defender and just slotted it with the left foot, so it was good to see that. Listen, we, obviously we're hoping that you guys keep the run going. You could potentially find yourself with a home playoff game, but we wish you nothing but the best. And, it'll be an interesting situation not being expected to win. I think you'll be able to play looser. But we certainly know that your leadership's going to be important for this playoff run.
Thank you.
All right. Good luck on Tuesday.
Thank you very much.
All right. We'll see you later. That was Tatum Lentz. And we are hopefully going to see another victory on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what happens in the playoffs.
So the boys lining up, your Chargers going to be in the all blue, working from your left to your right. The Elks are going to be in their all white, working from the right to the left this first half.
And unlike the girls' team, we can see their numbers because they're not white as well.
Exactly. The fashion or the designer of the uniforms a little bit more gentle for our eyes.
So Landon's got that ball across. Ooh, Toby almost had a chance to get on that back into that. So in the last game against Weatherford, Toby hit an absolute screamer and then had I think he had 2 others from pretty far outside the box because Weatherford started to try to pack it in, and he took full advantage of that. And so Stavros shielding the Elk City attacker. Logan obviously is experienced enough to run out and get that ball. There's no question about what's going to happen there. He is extremely vocal.
And very, very, very wise when it comes to keepers on setting up the play, receiving in the play.
Yep.
And you can kind of see with the Elks how they're going to try to attack us or how they're testing our defense, playing a far ball from the left side, trying to get in behind the defense and then getting in a foot race.
Yeah, I think they're going to try to see if they can do something in terms of speed. I think they're going to find that that's going to be a little bit tough going, but you never know.
That is true. Chargers collecting the ball in the middle. Got his pocket picked.
Yeah, so Landon's going to try to get around him. Tell you, Landon brings energy. I mean, big-time energy. James Barong sliding it through. The Elk City defenders were ready for that. But you can already see that we're able to move the ball pretty quickly on the ground to each other, and so that's going to hopefully bode well here in the half.
Yeah, we really are showing off our speed early here. The acceleration that a lot of these boys are getting into against the defenders, they're beating them right off the bat. That one just comes off of David, so it'll be a throw in for the Elks.
But what you'll see David do is he uses his size to post up if need be, and then he's very good at distributing. He's had as many really nice assists as he's had really nice goals this year. So he's able to, do some hold up if needed, and then he has pretty fleet of foot for his size, and so if he has the opportunity, he will definitely make the run. And he has shown in this happened the other night on Tuesday, he can score with both feet.
Yeah, you can. I mean, he just danced over the ball there. He had, a quick step over. For somebody his size to be that agile, it's just not normal.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many high schools have an offensive lineman who's also a forward on their state championship soccer team. But
that's not intended to be the crusher,
No.
There are probably some forwards that are offensive linemen, but they're there for a particular task.
Yeah, exactly.
Stavros on the back end, getting it to Johnny. Johnny's going to distribute it, and then there's going to be the attack down the line.
Yeah, Johnny just makes things look effortless. So, I mean, there's a reason why he's going to play soccer at Vassar. He's a physically imposing guy, but he's extremely smart, both, in the school, classroom as well as on the field. But he plays incredibly calm. He never looks like he's concerned about much of anything in terms of being in a hurry.
Chargers getting in deep. Some really nice crosses in there. Just didn't really land in the spot where it needed to be. Play it back to Johnny.
So James trying to find somebody. So we're possessing the ball. I mean, and there's something to be said for that. But quick passes on the attack up the sides has kind of always been the way Heritage Hall has played.
Mm-hmm. Play those wings pretty good and get the defenders, the wing defenders involved. Almost a connection up the front.
Yeah, that was almost a nice connection. So Bo showing off some speed as well.
And a good cross just down the line. Keeper had to try to keep it in, and he did.
Yeah, I think they called that a
Or they got it. They went out.
So
Yeah. Goal kick.
Yeah, so the thing, this coming into this year, the midfield was the big question mark because of the losses from the last few years. But things have kind of evolved. I think Bo has situated himself as more of a 6, which allows James to kind of roam a little bit more freely. And then we absolutely want Toby attacking.
Yep. Speaking of Toby on the ball, he's just got really good touch.
He does. He knows how to weigh the passes really well. He's got great ball skills, and then, like I said, he's over the course of the year he has had some absolute screamers in the goal.
Ball, try and get him up to Toby, see if he can get it turned.
Yeah, I think we like any other team. I mean, we try to possess, but we're going to poke and prod too. And if there's a way to get a quick one over the top, then we will.
So the Elk City Elks are coached by Zach Stam. They're 5-7 record overall, 2-2 in district. So really just trying to make a good season out of it. Let's see if we had district standings. I think we do. We do. Elk City coming in second to last in the district, just above
Douglas.
Douglas, who's having a struggling season on its own.
Yeah, definitely.
Chargers are coached by Tommy Riley in his 25th year. Tommy is 245 wins, 108 losses, and 5 ties. He also spent 4 years as the girls' coach as well, where he was 53-11.
So he has more state championships than ties.
It basically, yes.
6 to 5.
Yeah. So he's got 6 state champions: 2013, 2014, 2016. Then in 23, 24, and 25. Trying to add 26 to the mix. Chargers coming in top of their district.
Yeah, shootout loss to Southeast is the only blemish on the record. And to be honest, that's not a bad blemish.
No, Southeast is a strong program and a great test for the Chargers.
Yeah, and that's to Tommy's credit. He doesn't duck competition. In fact, he's found it harder and harder to find people who want to play Heritage Hall, because when you're a 5A or 6A school, you don't really want to lose to a 4A school. And so, Southeast is a 5A powerhouse, and we weren't afraid to go toe-to-toe with them, so it was nice.
Very, very true.
Made us better, in
it
spite of
absolutely does. But the Chargers had pretty good success playing Mount St. Mary's at 4-0.
Yeah.
The
Carl
Classen,
Albert.
Carl Albert at 9-0, Classen at 5-2. So, I mean, a couple of really good Clinton Tornadoes went 2-1. Harding Charter was 3-0. That was kind of the battle for district last, yesterday. That both of them were sitting atop the district. That game was going to determine who was at the top, and Chargers came out dominant.
Yeah, it was an interesting game because we kind of, when you looked at the record, you thought that that they were going to be better.
Slug out.
Yeah, and we really kind of handled them. I mean, objectively speaking, we really kind of did.
An early penalty got us up on the board, and then added a second one very shortly. So before you knew it, the Chargers were up 2-0, and then were able to add a third one to finish the game off.
So we're working out of the back to James, who's trying to find Landon. So Elk City's doing a pretty job of being disruptive, if nothing else.
They are. I mean, they've got some skilled players. They just have to have kind of the time to develop and attack. And we've just got a disruptive midfield that'll knock you off the ball.
Definitely. So Elk City's trying to string together some passes.
Yeah, they've
which they're
got
doing
good spacing. I mean,
yeah, they look organized, and I think Coach Riley, I think that's something that he had made notes of. That they hold their shape pretty well, and so you have to earn it.
Yep. Now they are kind of shading towards a more defensive alignment, I think, not necessarily in their formation, but if you watch how the plays are developing, even when their forwards have the ball up on the attacking end, they've got more people behind the ball than they do ahead.
Yeah, they've got 6 people sitting back, so I think they've got sort of double defensive midfielders sitting in front of the back 4. And, that might be just a way of kind of keeping things tight for a while, but at some point, if you have 6 people at the back against us, I don't think that's going to lead to many scoring opportunities.
Yeah, you're going to remove any outlet passes that you're going to have to build an attack, or you're going to have to play into a disruptive midfield.
Yeah. But, at the same time, it can also lead to frustration for the favorite team. So I think that's part of the keep your composure thing that Coach Riley had as one of the points of the game is, when you're playing against people who are parking the bus, you have to be patient. But and your time will come. And then the good news is, once it does, that was a good shot by Toby with the left foot. But once it comes, then it forces them to come out of that shell. And if you've been parking the bus for 20, 30 minutes or a half, and all of a sudden you need to switch modes to attack it, not many teams can just flip a switch and do that.
Right.
So it's really kind of a high stakes thing. I mean, you're really kind of playing to try to smash and grab this thing 1-0 or 2-1.
Chargers with a couple opportunities in the box. Really good save by the keeper on that Toby shot. But you just feel like they're knocking on the door.
So a good switch of the field from Johnny. Yeah, so Landon kind of needed to come back to James a little bit on that one. Now Landon's got the ball, and he's being fouled left and right. But I guess they're going to play advantage. And then there's a good step over by David, and he's going to get that shot off.
And that's going to go in.
So 1-0. Heritage Hall.
Couldn't tell if it deflected off his defender. It kind of had that weird bounce about it, but it still works. And so the Chargers go up 1-0 over the Elks. And our Super Prep feature player being the one to open the scoring for the Chargers.
Yeah, that was great work by Davis. Great work by Landon to fight through all of the shirt grabbing. And so now, I would expect Elk City to keep their shape for now, but if it gets to be 2-0, 3-0, then they're going to have to rethink things. Because at this stage of the season, there's no moral victories. I mean,
No.
you either got to try to go for it or not.
Deep ball goes out, so the Chargers will get it, be able to start building their attack in. Yeah, I mean, they've just got a lot of bodies committed on that back line for our 3 attackers, and that's that really limits what a team can do, especially through the midfield.
Yeah, and you just wonder about the communication because David split 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no one really stopped the dribble.
Deep throw over the defense. Orcutt's going to be able to get to that one pretty easily and quickly distribute it.
He's getting it out to Henry, who's going to probably look to James, and then James is going to try to find somebody down the middle of the field.
Kind of looking for Griffin, or he was
Yeah,
kind of hitting Adam on that
Yeah, I think he was
sideline.
trying to find Adam, but there was too many white shirts in the way. So Toby's been kind of bottled up here.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Oh, Landon he probably was just barely offside.
He was just offside by maybe a foot or so. But a good thought for sure. And, I mean, in high school soccer, you don't always get that call.
No, I mean, you might as well try it. It's definitely not guaranteed that you're going to get called.
A deep kick out. So that will be a throw-in for the Elks. Henry able to head it out.
So Coach Riley's calling on somebody in the stands. I'm not sure what he's... Maybe some help to shag balls with this wind. Who knows?
Or that's what you have a freshman player on the bench to do, though.
Yeah, well, whatever he said, those 2 guys came out of the stands. So.
There you go. Maybe they're team managers who aren't necessarily...
decided to take a break.
Yeah, they're on their work break.
There's no resting. Coach Riley's not going to go for that.
No, sir. So a corner kick for the Elks. First challenge for the Chargers in their box. He's going to have to put it against the wind. That one's a low-driven one. Johnny able to get his head on. I think Orcutt really wanted to come out and grab that ball, but Johnny beat him to it. Johnny's a little bit lucky because he basically just headed it over to an attacker.
He headed it right into either Henry or David, but we were able to clear it. I was just going to say that, the one good thing about having such an experienced goalkeeper is these corner kicks are less menacing. You always worry about inexperienced goalies and corners.
Playing the curve, watching, because you got to watch the ball, but you also have to watch the players running in.
Oh, yeah.
And be able to adjust your save.
Yeah, it's just a complete free-for-all.
Quick play up to Toby, and
yeah.
I think he knew he was off too.
Yeah. So good work by Elk City keeping that line straight, because if he doesn't make that offsides call, that's going to be 2-0.
Yep. 25 minutes left in the first half. 1-0 Chargers over the Elks on a senior night. Chargers had a good handful of players that were celebrated.
Yeah, between the boys and girls, it's a pretty full house.
And some pretty darn good colleges that were called out too. So
yeah,
I mean,
a wide variety.
It was a good, some impressive colleges.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely not the usual assortment of just in-state stuff.
Or of OU.
Yeah, a lot of good schools mentioned.
Yep. So throw in for the Chargers.
So I got to give a shout out to the Argo family. They were able to they keep in touch with Anthony Tarantelli. I think I'm pronouncing that right. But Anthony was our goalie, and the family moved out to North Carolina, I think. But Anthony's at WashU right now on the soccer team. He's their goalie. And so they were able to connect Anthony and Stavros.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, for those of you who didn't catch it, Stavros going to WashU.
WashU, St. Louis, what it's looking like.
Quality school.
Yeah, Johnny's going to play at Vassar. David's going to Vanderbilt. Micah, TCU. Had a couple TCUs.
Yeah, there were a couple of TCUs.
Which, of course, you and I naturally do not recognize that school. But,
yeah, we recognize the T.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
I mean, I do like Fort Worth, but not so much TCU.
Just don't like the color purple.
No, not so much. No, Brian and I are the Mustangs, and so we just can't.
We're not allowed to.
We just can't do the TCU thing.
That was good. I think that's written in the contract when you signed with the school.
Yeah. And then Henry, Duke.
Yeah.
He's going to Duke. Landon's going out to Coastal Carolina, which is perfect. Like, that did not shock me at all that he would be heading out there. His personality, I can see him having a great time in college out there.
Of course. Looks like Desmond Peter came out.
Yeah, so Desmond's in, Grayson's in. So now we have the standard starting 11 for the most part. Stavros has moved out to left back. Grayson's in at right back, and Desmond and Johnny are the center backs.
Good ball down the line, just a little bit wide of Toby.
And then Dylan is in, but Dylan is playing in the midfield. So Dylan, Bo, and James are the midfield now. And, another thing that's happened over the season is Dylan's always had a motor. I mean, the kid can run literally. He could probably play 3 games if he had to. But he has really, really, really gotten so smooth on the ball. His passing is amazing. And he's another guy that, if you pack it in, he's going to fire it. He is definitely not scared. So the 2 Orcutt boys really making a big difference for this team.
Absolutely. Good step up by Johnny. Still a little bit on the run. He didn't think he was going to get that far. He still had the ball at his feet.
Yeah, and he's recovering, from a knee injury. And I can tell you from having sat with his parents at the Newcastle game, when he goes into those 50-50 challenges, they do not like it at all.
You have to think twice before you're going to go into that.
Yeah, and hopefully the head coach of Vassar's soccer program does not have ChargerVision and cannot see any of this happening.
Exactly.
But Johnny, it means a lot to him to play for Heritage Hall, and it would mean a lot to him to get a 4th state championship. He's not gonna watch that from the sidelines. That's for sure.
No, and he's going to do everything he can to make sure that they get that next step.
Yep.
So quick throw into Johnny. Looking to feed somebody up front. Really good quick passing by the Chargers.
Yeah, they're really moving the ball around well. So we're going to see what Stavros' throws like here. I've been trying to work with him a little bit.
He's more of an accuracy thrower than he is a distance thrower.
Yeah.
I think he likes to play the feet a little bit better.
Yep. Even though that was not a bad throw.
No. He got it in between 2 defenders.
Yeah, he usually looks like he's trying to play darts.
That's true.
The beauty is I can make fun of my own sons. So.
There's some liberties to ChargerVision fathers.
That's right. But that's okay because we've already talked about him. You asked me what the power of 10 is, and
that's right.
Only Stavros knows the answer to that question.
We introduced the subject. That's a troubling ball.
It's a melee.
That was a great ball by Toby. It looks like, right?
Yep. So Toby has opened his account tonight.
Well, and that one was tricky because it was literally between his feet, and he had the defender right in front of him. He almost had to kind of sidestep, kick it into the side and pick the open space.
Yeah, one of these, people would call that kind of an ugly goal. I would call it a goal. They all count.
But he goes up on the scoreboard. So 2-0 Chargers. Just under 20 minutes left in the first half. Chargers on senior night. Now Elk City in a little bit more of a precarious situation, down to still a lot of game to be left. And I was thinking they were starting to get settled in a little bit more, and that's something that yet another goal would disrupt you.
Definitely. But they also look like they're changing their shape a little bit, and their midfield's kind of pushing up a little bit. They've got the one guy sitting in front of the back four. It looks like they're trying to move a little bit more into the midfield.
Yep.
Which, at some point you've got to do. You can't just sit back. You're already down 2-0.
Yep. You're not going to win the game at 2-0, so you got to get aggressive at some point, and you don't want to get aggressive too late. Good run by Stavros. Just missed.
Yeah, he was
David's
looking for
feet.
the give and go. Yeah,
Yep.
he was looking for the give and go with David.
While we got a second, ChargerVision would like to thank 9th Street Parking Lot for their continued support. Visit them online at 9thstreetparkinglot.com to schedule your Bark Bus pickup.
Toby's in.
Good job by the keeper to come out and make himself as big as he could, keep Toby from turning on that ball.
Yeah, Toby was one little touch away from making that 3-0.
David with the ball.
David stepping over again. Oh, that's
Quick driven ball.
Yeah, it lost some steam on coming off an Elk City player.
Looks like an Elk City player's winded really quickly. Referee stopping to make sure the kid's all right.
Looks like Coach Riley's warming up a small armada here.
Can he get some bodies in, we'll call it. 3 Points Land is proud to support the Chargers, and the Chargers are proud to have them on our team. 3 Points Land is the industry or leading the industry in land services for energy innovation. Visit 3pointsland.com to learn more.
So that's going to really be a challenge. We've got to get through the announcements again.
We're at 2-0 that time. We got some time.
We have some time.
We're good.
Can't forget about baseball, track and field, and some other stuff.
I do want to highlight some of the other wonderful athletes in the system. Quick pass from Toby.
Yeah, I think we can probably, as Grayson brings it up here, he found David. David's going to win the foot race here. He's going in. Oh, if someone could be there, that'd be great. So good play by the Elk City defender. So I'll give you the quick alumni report while someone retrieves. So Lamar Batista, 2016 graduate, playing for FC Tulsa in the USL Championship Division. And they actually won the Western Conference Championship. Yeah,
they did.
Yep. So he's doing well. Garrett McLaughlin, class of 16 as well, is in the Sarasota Paradise USL 1, and I think he's expecting soon. I think that's what his mom and dad
I think
told
I had
us.
seen that as well, yeah.
So he's doing well. Tucker Austin has had a great year. He graduated last year. He's at Midwestern State in Texas, contributed to the Mustangs 2025 Division I National Championship, played all 10 games, logged 350 minutes of action. So that's not shocking.
A good showing.
Yep, and then finally we have Will Porter, class 25, University of Charleston, and he is on the varsity team but did not see any action this year, but he's on the team, and I'm sure he will find some action on the field in the upcoming years. So great alumni stuff on the boys' side as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's some really fun players to watch over the years, and really kind of set the tone for what this program could be if you think about it. Prior to that's a good ball there.
That's a great ball by Toby, and you see he had some nice work getting between those two people. And I can tell you on Tuesday, he pulled the trigger on the shot.
You'd rather just pull the trigger.
Mm-hmm. I think he was trying to set up his teammate there.
Yeah, he was trying to hit Kyler Benier on the run.
Mm-hmm. Which was a great idea.
Play across. Defense showing some patience, supporting each other, and I think Elk City's just going to let them make the passes. Elk City's afraid of us kind of picking out a player and getting it past them. But what they don't realize is we're just drawing them deeper down the field, opening up those passing lanes.
Yeah, and I mean, for people watching this, I mean, this takes a lot of energy for Elk City to do what they're doing. I mean, trying to move as a defensive unit and just kind of stay behind the ball takes a lot of coordination, a lot of group effort, because if anyone slacks, then it leaves an opening. Oh, this is a great opportunity.
And it's in. 3-0 Chargers.
And that was Porter, England, right?
Yep. Yeah.
So Porter had a couple amazing chances in Weatherford that he was just so unlucky on. So I'm glad to see him get this one.
Yeah, and it's nice. It's fun to see kind of. I mean, Porter's a junior, and so he's really been supportive and a big part of the success this season. And it's good to know that we've got him for another year.
Yeah. So while things are getting set up, I think we are going to thank Injectable Aesthetics for proudly supporting the Chargers. Look on the outside as young as you feel on the inside. Follow us at Injectable Aesthetics OKC on Insta for more information.
Ball down the field.
Yeah, so this is really a crucial time for Elk City because this is where things could unravel.
Get out of hand quickly.
Yeah, 3-0, you still kind of, if you get one goal, you can get back into it. Once it gets to be 4-0, 5-0, then it just looks like it's inevitable.
James Sprong on the tackle, able to disrupt that attack.
So an Elk City throw, they've got a little wind behind them, so they might be able to get a good throw into the box here. But Johnny
he's got to
intercepted
get it past
that.
Johnny, who's got the wingspan of a condor.
Exactly, exactly. So take a moment to thank Dr. Joshua Blue Spears. He is a proud supporter of the Chargers as well. Do you want to perform at optimal level? Come and join the other high school, college, and professional athletes and get adjusted before or after the game. For more information, follow him at JBS_chiropractic on Instagram. So we are making progress on our announcements.
Exactly. We're funneling through them.
That's right. We've covered some alumni.
It's very diverse commentary tonight. Porter back up the top. Didn't quite catch up to it like you wanted to. Defender really did a good job of tracking him, too.
And there's a long ball.
It's like Desmond knocking it out, trying to clear it out a little bit. And that one actually plays in a little bit of favor of the Chargers, and the attacker missed it and let it roll out.
Yeah, and that's a rare instance of, I don't know if Logan and Desmond talked or what was going on, but at the end of the day, if you're the center back, it's your call, and so I think heading it out to the side is perfectly fine.
Yep. Teagan on the ball, playing it up.
Yeah, and Teagan's gotten a lot of quality minutes in the last few games and has really upped his game. So he's, we're kind of one of those teams where when the substitutions come in, there's not a real big drop-off in talent, and that also becomes problematic for teams because if we can run waves of people at you, then it's going to be tough.
Yeah, Teagan's a junior, and he's got 2 goals and an assist on his own, so he's been productive for the team.
Yeah.
And there he is heading it back and being the first of the ball, and that's kind of the big key with especially the goal kick or keeper kicks. You want to be the first of the ball and then be the one to control the ball. Good thought by Johnny, trying to hit Toby.
Yep. They're going to connect at some point. So good work there by Kingston, stopping the dribble of Elk City.
Teagan on the ball, looking up ahead. Finally, Porter. Now, Porter's going to get in a foot race. He's on. Yep. He's got some support coming across. Can he get that cross in? Keeper's right there in his grill, and ball comes off the keeper, so it's going to be a corner kick.
That was good control, keeping it from going out to touch. That was nice work.
Yes, it was. He's fast, and he's stocky and low set, so he's.
Yeah, he looks a lot like Connor Carey.
Doesn't
he? See him running like that. Maybe not quite as fast and quite as kind of a Mack truck, but certainly in that same lineage.
Yep. So, corner kick for the Chargers. Low driven ball. Defense able to clear that one out. Now it's a foot race to see who can get to it quickly. Not a lot of support for the Elks out front to be able to continue the outlet.
No, and what's going to be maybe some bad news for them is we got subs coming in again, so another 2 substitutions. So we're staying. So Coach Riley appears to be putting a premium on keeping people fresh, getting a lot of people in on the action. which means that there's going to be a lot of energy on the Heritage Hall side of the ball.
Yep. So a couple freshmen coming in, Jack Ellington and Jack Dunn.
Yeah, so Johnny's going to get a breather with 10 minutes left. His parents appreciate that, as does the Vassar head coach.
Yep. And Jack Dunn's got 3 goals and 2 assists on his own. So, subbing freshmen in is not a letdown for this team. That's a good look.
That is. So another important thing here is that now it's imperative that Desmond lead the back line.
Yep.
And Desmond is a great player, very smooth on the ball, but he's growing into that vocal leader. Sometimes you don't hear him yelling a whole lot, and he's so good and he knows what all needs to be done, but he needs to get the other people on board too.
Everybody else needs
because
to know what's going on.
not everybody is seeing what he is seeing.
Yep.
And
exactly.
so it's his job to, especially moving forward, he's going to be the leader, and he needs to make sure that he gets more vocal. But he's very smooth on the ball, very composed. You very rarely see him rattled.
Throw in by Omar. Omar getting a little bit of playing time. And this could be trouble here if player wasn't quite strong and fast enough to split the defenders, but he looked like he had a charge of an engine in there.
Well, we were trying to give him an assist.
Yeah, we made it fairly easy. And that's, inexperience, and that's why Coach Riley probably has him out here to get this experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You never know, especially in the playoffs, when you're going to have to start calling on your bench.
Well, and as you know from, when your boys were here in those years, I mean, the way you stay good year after year after year is you have to get people experience. You can't have a situation where you start with a blank page every season.
Right.
So what Coach Riley's been able to do is consistently come into every year with a crew of people that have a lot of playing experience, so you're not starting from the ground zero.
Chargers attack still building. Almost thwarted by the Elks. Now it's going to be a throw-in for the Elks. They're going to see if they can counterattack pretty quick, and that's not the way to do it.
Yeah, that throw was a little disappointing, to say the least.
And maybe that's just trying to get down the line. And I mean, the wind is still a little bit unpredictable, I guess, from up here. It's hard to tell. The American flag's flying like it's got a pretty good wind, but the corner flags aren't moving that much.
Yeah, and they're not going the same direction, which makes you think that it's just a swirl down there.
Mm-hmm. So deep throw-in opportunity for the Chargers.
While we have the chance, we would like to mention Lee and Whitney Real Estate. They're a brokerage here in Oklahoma City Metro. Leah Strickland and Whitney Moss are dedicated to their clients every step of the way. ChargerVision, the Heritage Hall community, is proud to have them as a sponsor. Learn more about them at leeandwhitney.com. It's all about the power of two.
Clear out by the Elks. Desmond there to clean that up.
Yeah, and so Kingston's going to try to look and find somebody. So the team, when these guys, when you haven't really played together, it's kind of hard to have that same chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're just kind of, someone's not coming back to the ball, someone's not expecting things, but
just playing into space.
Yeah, but they could definitely grow into it.
Yep.
I think Dylan's enjoying his time in the midfield.
Right. Well, yeah, of course he gets to run and go crazy and just get on that ball, and midfielders have the most fun.
So now we got a foot race between Grayson Beams. The Elk City guy cleared it. That was smart.
Yep, that was a good idea. Give the defense a chance to settle in behind the ball.
So I'm going to do the double food sponsor here.
All right, take your time.
Spark proudly supports Heritage Hall Athletics. Fuel your Charger pride with burgers, bites, and cold delights. Come see us before or after the game in Chisholm Creek. And if that's not what you're in the mood for, then head over to Dave's Hot Chicken, again in Chisholm Creek, and spice up your game day. And as we mentioned in the girls' game, if you're out there, feel free to bring us some up here in the press box.
That's right.
We're willing to try it out and give you our honest opinion.
And then we'll try it again.
And then we'll try it again.
Quick foul. Chargers with the ball.
The girls' game, and so far here, the refs have been fairly inconspicuous. It's been a pretty clean game.
I was thinking the same thing. I mean, it's the fouls have been fairly obvious, but there's not one that's like, oh my God, what is he calling kind of situation.
Yeah, in fact, we haven't even mentioned the referees one time.
That's true. That is very true.
That's how you know you're a good referee, is if no one has any idea that you ref the game.
Yep. So Desmond's going to sneak up for this one. It's going to go in. Keegan almost on that ball. Now the defense has to reassess unless the Elk City people are going to put it right back in the box. That's not a bad idea by Desmond.
Yeah. Yeah, but he was trying to pick out Grayson at the back post.
And that's one way to stop an attack.
Professional.
That's right. It worked. Defense now settling behind the ball. Elk City, you're going to have a free kick on their own.
Yeah, so unfortunately for them, the wind has died down, so they're not going to quite have the gust behind them that they would have had.
Mm-hmm. Good driven ball, though.
Yeah.
Just not on target.
So Logan's going to watch that one go to the fence.
So if Elk City is going to put themselves on the board, they have about 4 minutes to do so, and it's going to be really challenging if they go into halftime down 3-0.
Yeah, you got that right.
Chargers looking to play it forward, putting themselves in a little bit of pressure they probably didn't need to put themselves into.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to have the confidence to, pass it across the middle and the back, but not totally sure any of the coaches were necessarily wanting to see that.
Right.
All right, so Grayson beams. That was a great pass by Grayson. This Elk City guy's number 11. He's playing pretty solid back there.
Yeah.
He's reading the game well. He's not taking any chances.
He's got some speed.
Yep.
And Elk City, like we've said, has usually put a decent program together, so they're going to have some good athletes. And they may be a very young team. Keeper needs to communicate a little bit better, though.
Definitely. So, I was trying to see if we had any of that information on the Elk City players, but
not on our side.
Yep.
Quick play into the center.
Yeah, we are definitely putting some pressure on these guys.
Yeah.
Kingston, nice steal there.
Now here's a long driving shot.
Wow.
Just goes wide. Keeper had a key on it, but just didn't dive very gracefully.
Yeah, and I just wonder the way he dove and the way that took a short hop. You wonder if that would have slid under his arm if it had been on target.
I know.
And that would have definitely been one that he would have wanted back for sure.
That's one that would definitely change the tide of the game too.
Yeah.
So 2 minutes left in the first half. Chargers up 3-0 on the Elk City Elks for senior night. Looking to put almost a exclamation mark on the end of the season. They've got this game, and then they've got one more game with Woodward to finish the season. But Chargers are pretty much locked up, top seed of the district. So a good thing for them. They get to host all the games that come through for the playoffs.
Yeah, and I'm assuming, well, I guess I shouldn't assume it. I was thinking Taft might be the side of the state game this year, but it was at Newcastle last time I was on this half of the
they like to rotate it between the two. And then it's dependent upon
what else is going on, I suppose.
Yeah. That'll be a quick push by Omar, so referee will blow his whistle and shift the direction. Taft's a great place to play. It's a fun field to be on.
Yeah, it was in good shape for the Class and SAS game.
And it's not quite as thin as this one, but it's a little bit thinner than a traditional soccer field. So the Chargers are usually at home here. That's the drifter. And Orcutt had it the whole way.
But a less experienced goalie may have had trouble with that.
Oh, yeah.
That thing was picking up speed as it headed towards goal with the wind behind it.
Anything to worry about the runner coming in?
Yep. Oh, this is a nice ball at the Grayson. Grayson, good ball across the middle. 9 seconds though.
Yeah.
Probably going in at half 3-0.
It looks like it. So that will do it. So halftime, Chargers up 3-0 on the Elk City Elks. And we'll break to some commercials and then go talk a little bit about the game. Camera duty.
Joe Cooper Ford has 3 Ford dealerships around the metro to serve Oklahoma better than anyone else. What does having 3 of the best Ford dealerships in the state mean for you? It means 3 times the selection and 3 times the savings, and that's 3 times the service. And Joe guarantees to beat any price in Oklahoma by $500, or he'll give you $10,000. That's why Joe beats the competition 3-1. I love Joe, Oklahoma.
The elite always work to get better. So every day, we dedicate ourselves to being the best orthopedic surgeons in the country, committed to helping you be your best. No matter where you are or the obstacles you face, we never give up because it's too important to you and the communities we serve. And for that reason, Saints march on.
Yeah, it's on the internet. ChargerVision. Yeah, so mom's watching.
When you walk into this room, who you have beside you matters. Experience matters. We fight in Oklahoma and around the country, standing toe-to-toe against the most powerful adversaries in the world, and we win. Our record speaks for itself. Our verdicts and settlements speak for themselves, and we want to fight for you. Nix Patterson, Oklahoma attorneys with world-class experience.
Joe Cooper Ford has 3 Ford dealerships around the metro to serve Oklahoma better than anyone else. What does having 3 of the best Ford dealerships in the state mean for you? It means 3 times the selection and 3 times the savings, and that's 3 times the service. And Joe guarantees to beat any price in Oklahoma by $500, or he'll give you $10,000. That's why Joe beats the competition 3-1. I love Joe, Oklahoma.
The elite always work to get better. So every day, we dedicate ourselves to being the best orthopedic surgeons in the country, committed to helping you be your best. No matter where you are or the obstacles you face, we never give up because it's too important to you and the communities we serve. And for that reason, Saints march on.
Welcome back to Heritage Hall ChargerVision. I'm Brian Gordon along with George Crescent, and we are watching the Heritage Hall Chargers take on the Elk City Elks. Heritage Hall up 3-0 at halftime over the Elks with some really good play by the Chargers, especially our feature player of the game, David Griffin, early on, kind of setting the pace. And did he get the first goal?
I think so.
Got the first goal.
Yeah, he had some good footwork like we've seen all year. It's been progressively getting better and better. We put pressure on him. I think we pretty much met all of the objectives, the pregame objectives. I mean, we definitely stayed composed. Let's see.
Stay composed, being patient, and letting the ball do the work.
Yeah. So we saw a lot of, good connected passes. So we were definitely not overworking ourselves. We were letting the ball do the work. And the patience paid off. They kind of started off parking the bus. I think now we've kind of forced them to come out of their shell unless they legitimately just want to have a moral victory and lose 5-0 or whatever.
Yeah, we paint them in the corner that if they want to get on the scoreboard, so they're going to have to be pretty aggressive to just get on the scoreboard and have a good showing.
Yeah.
Chargers putting 3 on the scoreboard, but you feel like there's a couple more coming from the Chargers.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a couple more coming. We've seen Toby score one kind of on a fracas in the box, but I would predict that he's going to blast one. I would think that James Barong at some point is going to get a shot. I think all the forwards could be in business. I think Landon Gasky could easily get a shot. The one thing I would really like to see, and this is the second year running that we've been talking about this, let's score on a corner.
That's true.
We have people that are 10 feet tall, and we cannot score on a corner kick for whatever reason.
And we tend to put it in a pretty good place. It just seems like there's nobody really there. They're waiting for it to hit the ground rather than heading it in.
Yeah. Yeah, and I just don't know sometimes, like, if they're communicating, and if I don't really know what the game plan is. It looks like it's just a jailbreak.
Yeah. So, should be interesting. Definitely will be some corners coming into play in the second half for the Chargers.
Yeah.
Definitely some probably good opportunities for goals. And the big question is, can the Chargers keep the Elks off the scoreboard?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you would like the chances of that happening, particularly with the strengths of our goalkeeping. But it also looks like we might be making a goalie switch, which Tommy has done most of the season, particularly when he feels like he trusts everybody at the back.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of people seeing some quality time playing today, and I think that's always a good thing.
Yep. So we've got about 3 minutes left before the second half. We'll cut to some commercials and then get you to the second half.
Joe Cooper Ford has 3 Ford dealerships around the metro to serve Oklahoma better than anyone else. What does having 3 of the best Ford dealerships in the state mean for you? It means 3 times the selection and 3 times the savings, and that's 3 times the service. And Joe guarantees to beat any price in Oklahoma by $500, or he'll give you $10,000. That's why Joe beats the competition 3-1. I love Oklahoma.
The elite always work to get better. So every day, we dedicate ourselves to being the best orthopedic surgeons in the country, committed to helping you be your best. No matter where you are or the obstacles you face, we never give up, because it's too important to you and the communities we serve. And for that reason, Saints march on.
And welcome back to Heritage Hall ChargerVision. On senior night, Heritage Hall boys soccer taking on the Elk City Elks. 3-0 affair at the moment. Teams are just now making it back to the field for second half. Been a pretty interesting first half. Moments of great opportunity for the Chargers. Defense played very, very solid, as you can tell by the 0 on the scoreboard. And the Chargers offense really humming pretty well, connecting very well.
Yeah, and the other thing that we haven't really mentioned is we mentioned it briefly in the women's game was, if you count the Woodward game on Tuesday, that's 4 games in 1 week.
Yep.
And so I think another thing that's great for Coach Riley is rotate some people, keep some people fresh, don't accidentally pick up an overuse injury for no reason, and basically just get through Tuesday healthy. And then there's a decent little break in terms of rest before the playoff start. So, it's been all positive for the Chargers so far.
Yeah, definitely to that point. We have to note Noah Ragazzino not playing tonight because of a hamstring issue, and that comes from having to play so many games in a short period of time. And
yeah, and his style of play, right? I mean, he runs about 50 sprints, a game.
Yeah.
I mean, he plays at one speed and it's full speed, and so I think he just kind of tweaked it from the number of sheer sprints.
So Tommy's got to manage the minutes of his players while keeping them in the game, keeping them fit and mentally mentally along the direction of making sure that we're competing to our best, but not wearing them down.
Yeah, so we got a little huddle here with the ref. I'm not sure what they're talking about, but
it's probably David telling the ref, guys are going to bounce off of me. It doesn't mean I'm knocking them down.
That's right.
Just what I say.
Yeah, there is a scenario where I'm just bigger than they are.
That's right. He said, I'm going to use my shoulder, but their head's about as up to my shoulder, so I'm not really hitting them in the head.
Yeah. So looks like we got Dylan's going to stay in the midfield. And we got Grayson, Johnny, Desmond, and Stavros on the back four.
So the Elks were trying to just play it back and then play it long, but didn't really turn out as they wanted. They're a little bit trapped on their side now. A long kick's going to get them out. Chargers ready to counterattack. And pieces are there. Good distribution by the Chargers. Maybe Stavros playing up, coming up down the line.
Yep.
Looks like a quick overlap. Trying to use his left foot. The Elks able to clear that one up, but that's to allow your defenders to bomb down the sides like that and have them be productive all the way into the box. That's really, that's a good balanced team.
Yeah. So I kind of so Dylan is in the midfield because Toby is actually playing right wing. So Toby is not in the midfield. So it's Bo, Dylan, and James that are in the midfield. Because I was trying to figure out if we were playing four midfielders, but we're not. We're still staying 4-3-3. Or if Dylan was sitting in a defensive midfield role. But it looks like Toby is one of the forwards. So that's good. I mean, it's that's the other strength of the team is you've got a handful of players that can be moved around on the field and without losing anything.
Yeah, versatility on the field with these players is very high and becomes a weapon on its own.
Yeah, and I think that's just a virtue of having a bunch of club players.
Yeah.
I mean, for a school this size to have this many year-round soccer players, it makes a really big difference because it helps with versatility. We have guys like Tucker, right? I mean, Tucker was a ECNL center back, but he was I don't know where he ended up on our scoring list at Heritage Hall, but one of the top all-time scorers.
Yep. Ball sneaks through. That'll be a throw-in for the Elks. Elks are looking to put something on the goal, but they've got to challenge the box and the keeper first.
Yeah. But the one thing they are doing, though, is they're giving themselves a chance by just keeping everything organized and tight and not letting us have anything for free. So, these games can get weird. If they manage a goal, 3-1 is a totally different situation.
Yeah, they seem to have made at least a mental adjustment at halftime, playing with a little bit more confidence, trying to find that opportunity. I haven't determined a formation adjustment at all.
No, I think they just moved further up the field. I think they quit parking it so much. And
it looks like maybe they did shift somebody from the defense to the more of attacking mid type role.
Yeah.
Quick distribution by the Chargers. Just shift and switch sides. See if we can have any better success down that far line.
Yeah, Elk City's doing a good job of staying in the passing lanes.
It looks like they're playing with a good amount of confidence, more than they did in the first half.
Yeah. Yeah, they're able to read what we're doing.
And that's good on the Elk City coach. Probably at halftime was like, what do you have to lose? Just start playing, aggressively.
Yeah, and I think they know we're looking for David, so they've got their 2 center backs kind of focused on sandwiching him. And you would think that would free up a quick pass to Toby or Landon, but so far they've been pretty good about staying in the middle of the lanes.
Chargers looking for that attack. Toby trying to get his bearings on the ball. And that'll be an Elk throw in. So the Elks have kind of trapped the Chargers in on their own side for the past minute or two.
Yeah, it's been kind of uncharacteristic of the Heritage Hall team.
There you go. Don't know if he was trying to cross it or looking for a shot. That one went all the way across. But an opportunity for the Elks. And we'll do that throw in again. And then they'll do a throw in.
Yeah, he's trying to find David Griffin's head.
Yeah, it's hard down that line, though. It's everything's drifting, and you don't want to put it too far out because you just feed it to him.
Oh, here we go. Landon's he's gonna win this foot race. That
one guy to beat.
Yeah, again, it was number 12, but there was some hesitation, and he probably just should have put his head down and just gone full speed. But it's okay. We've got a corner. You would like to think at some point.
This is the time.
Yeah,
I'm feeling it.
This is as good a time as any.
Johnny's coming up. Stavros coming up.
Yeah, Griff's in there. Toby's not short.
No. Driven ball in the center. There's Johnny.
I'm not sure what happened there.
It was I know Johnny was on it. I don't know that I saw him get a clear kick on it. So
the thing is, are they calling that?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to determine if
that's the most unassuming goal celebration I've ever seen in my entire life.
4-0 Chargers. 34 minutes left in the game. Looks like there may be an injured player, and that's probably why there was some hesitation and confusion.
Yeah, but was that Johnny?
Or
did it come off of an Elk City player?
I think that's what happened.
It may be an own goal.
I think it was an own goal, and that's why there was not much celebration. But I think Johnny caused most of the disruption in there. He had it at his feet and was taking a shot.
Yeah, it went through the goalie's legs. So I just wonder if someone got a foot on it, or who knows.
Yeah. If I had to guess, I would say that Johnny took a shot and hit an Elk City guy.
Yeah, we'll just call it Johnny's goal.
Rolled in. Yeah. Johnny gets it for being around.
Yeah. But for as much as these guys like to celebrate,
I know.
That was enough. That was confusing. I almost thought that they called someone offsides or something.
Exactly. So Chargers make the hole a little bit bigger for the Elk City Elks on senior night, putting them in a much better position to finish out the game. A lot of games still left to go, though.
Yeah, you'd like to see a couple more, and then not sure we'll get to 10.
No,
and I'm not sure that anybody's that concerned about that.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. So.
I think we're entering the part of the game where now it's sort of like finish the job, make sure everybody's healthy.
Mm-hmm. Make a game of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because really the worst thing that could happen to us now is an injury.
Yeah, exactly.
So Elk City's got...
Oh, and that one comes off the crossbar.
That was a great shot.
Very, very good shot. He had some steam.
Yeah, we might have got caught napping a little bit there. I think Coach Riley's barking out some stuff.
Yeah, I think you're right. The Elk City player, I mean, I almost thought he was going to just keep it on the ground. Yeah, that ball did go out.
Yeah.
I was wondering how long it was going to take for the referee to turn around. So Elk City with getting the ball back, but with an opportunity, came off the crossbar. Henry was able to get up and at least put himself in a position to cover it if it was going to dip under the crossbar. But that was a dangerous shot nonetheless. Now, Elk City still pressuring.
Yeah, it seems like the energy level is not quite where it needs to be.
From the Chargers stand.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Unlike the girls who came out in the second half just on fire, this has been a little bit lackadaisical.
Clearance by Johnny right to an attacker who put it wide. He was setting up for a good tabletop kick, but didn't really pull it off.
Yeah, our midfield's uncharacteristically sort of not making the transition from back to front.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's, we're up 4-0, complacency a little bit, just saying, okay, we've got this game in hand?
It could be, but usually the boys, once it gets to be 4-0, they start really wanting to, everybody starts wanting to score.
Everybody wants to pad their stats?
Yeah. It just seems like everyone gets an energy about them because they all want in on the action. But if you look at where our midfielders are, there's too big a gap there. It's going to be hard for Desmond to find James. James finally came back in, but he should have been there before. So I don't know. It's hard to explain sometimes. But Elk City's getting the better of us currently.
Yeah, I think that they're playing at a higher energy level, and as you can see, connecting some passes. They're playing a really high line too.
Yeah. Which you would think if we were going gangbusters. Now this could be it. Toby.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's a good pass to David.
David
That's
across.
a great
That's
pass.
beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, and he hit the post.
But that was beautiful. That's exactly what we needed to see.
Great combination.
That was definitely letting the ball do the work. That was 2 dribbles, left-footed pass for a open shot.
Landon's certainly going to want that one back, though, because that was laid out to him on a platter.
Yeah.
And
hit the post, but hit the wrong part of the inside of the post.
Exactly. So Elk City dodges a bullet there. Now can they respond? Can they put something together to get on the scoreboard?
Yeah, and if I'm their coach, I would be talking to the back line because I think that's a preview of what's to come. That was a really easy through ball to David, who had a really easy pass across the middle.
Well, and that's the danger with the high line is that we've got some fast players. Even now they're sitting at the midfield with the high line. That's a long way to run, just like this.
Yeah,
and now it's a foot race.
That's a really nicely weighted pass by Stavros to Landon.
And that'll end up being a goal kick. But they've got some fast. Number 11, as you pointed out, is pretty quick and has good field vision.
Yeah.
But he's going to get tired if he has to do that every 4 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's going and what's going to happen is there's going to be 2 people running.
Yeah.
And so he's going to have to figure out how to stop the 2 people.
Which one? Yeah.
Because it didn't look like his backline teammates were joining him.
That's right. He was a little bit of a man on an island there.
So look at David just working his way through these guys.
Yeah.
It's really amazing.
He knows how to keep the ball at his feet and make those small steps. If you watch Messi, that's one of the greatest things to watch Messi is how small of a step he takes.
Yeah, the ball stays on his foot.
It gives him an opportunity to touch the ball 3 times more than any other normal person.
Mm-hmm.
Ball dropping in on the Chargers side. Coach Riley not a big fan of that. That one just skipped out.
That was probably the first we've seen in a long time of Elk City just completely doing nothing useful with the ball.
Yeah. Chargers up 4-0 on this district game with Elk City. Chargers in a really good position as the top of the district for their district, working their way into the playoffs. Got one more game after this where they play Woodward, who is a good team on their own. But I think the Chargers should be able to come out of this one with the victory, just on the way that the game's been flowing.
Yeah, it's just kind of uglier than you would like.
Good turn by Johnny. I didn't think he was going to be able to save that one.
Yeah, and then again, that's a really long pass. I mean, he's had to work his way around 2 Elk City defenders, and then we got people standing, and so someone's got to come to him, because it's a lot to ask of him to break through the 2 people that are all over him and then pinpoint a pass 30 yards down the field. But here's another instance. So Landon's got the speed, but he's going to he may need to wait for some
he's got
reinforcements.
No help. Tried to get over to DeGraff, but just didn't put it right where he wanted it. Defender able to clear it out.
Yep. Yeah, so we're just a little bit off. So as on as we were against Woodward on Tuesday, we're just a little bit off. But I think a lot of that has to do with Elk City. I think they're getting in the way of a lot of stuff.
Yep. I mean, they really are playing with a good amount of energy, more energy than they were in the first half. So whatever the coach said at halftime has really charged them.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely not playing like a team that's uninterested in winning this game. That's for sure.
Well, and it only takes little moment of success to charge up a team, for a team to start getting belief.
This
Beaver's got to be.
Oh, there we go.
That was a very smart play.
Landon needed that one. Did they call it?
Nope.
That's a goal. Okay.
Yep.
I was going to say, there's no way they call it offsides.
No, that was a good long kick for a good bounce. And, I mean.
Now, you're a goalie, so what's the right thing to do on that one? Because he was in no man's land.
Yeah,
essentially.
I would have come out. I mean, the goalie seems fit enough that I think he would have beat Landon anyway. It would have been close.
Yeah.
But the goalie has the luxury of using his hands, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because, I mean, he just kind of halfway came out, and, I mean, that was a great one-time chip. Don't get me wrong, but.
Yeah, but, I mean, just think about how big the goalie was having backed up and where David chipped it versus how if the goalie had continued to come out, even if he didn't beat David to it, now he's big and he's blocking the entire goal.
Landon.
Landon,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but that's the 3rd or 4th run Landon has made on that high line.
Yeah, definitely. They should be wary of Landon on that high line, but they had to try something to limit our defense, and until you get somebody who burns you, or until the other team starts recognizing the high line. It took us a while to even recognize the high line.
Yeah.
So 5-0 Chargers, just under 25 minutes left in the first half, or in the second half.
Landon put some good pressure on Elk City, made them push it out. So Stavros may be looking for a quick throw, which he is. Oh, and if someone would have been there, that'd be nice. And then we got a Lamar Batista clearance there.
Yeah, a crowd ball.
Yeah. Nobody seems to be in a huge hurry.
No. Oh. And that'll add to it. Well, the good thing is they're getting the soccer ball back.
Yeah.
In some stadiums, you wouldn't even get the soccer ball back. It'd go over the back of the stadium. So.
Somebody, that would have been a nice ball in.
Yep.
So, yeah, just a little bit of communication gap here.
Well, that's so important throughout the entire game. I mean, everybody's got to be communicating at least on your triangles, right? So if you think about the player who's connected to you, and if you're not talking to them and letting them know what runs you're making, it's just hard to build up the momentum, and you make those mistakes.
Yeah. He's got a couple of defenders, Henry and Micah, looking to come in at some point.
Yeah. Stavros open on this sideline, looking to make a run himself. He's got a guy to beat. Good play into Griffin.
Yeah. We're screening some stuff together.
That one goes into the stands.
That's into the stands again.
And then we'll bring in our subs. So it looks like Stavros is coming out.
Johnny's coming out.
And Johnny's coming out.
So, yeah, so we're into the stay safe portion of the game.
That's right. Keep your boys healthy.
Yeah. And so Micah is going to be playing center with
Desmond?
With Desmond, yeah. Which, Micah plays year-round, so, that's another great thing. He can come in, he can sub in at outside, he can sub in center.
Mm-hmm. And it's good that Henry's getting some playing time out there. Henry's really, been a keeper. And
yeah, Henry is a consummate team player. Stavros is thinking about pizza right now. If I had to guess.
Exactly.
Oh, that was a great move by Bo.
Oh, this is trouble right here.
Trouble. David
and that's
Griffin.
number 6. Great play to the touch line and then back in the center where David just lives in that center.
Number 2 for David Griffin.
Yeah.
On the night. So that's good. We got sub coming in. And he is coming in for Toby. So again, this is a good.
Is that Teagan coming in?
Yeah, so that's a good move. So
yeah.
Start getting some people off the field. No injuries. Who cares if it ends up 6-0, 7-0? The beauty is, though, unlike pros, if things were to start going sideways, you can always sub people back in.
Exactly. So, I don't know if we ever mentioned, it's Wyatt Matthews back there in the goal.
Yeah, Wyatt's back there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Make sure to give him a shout out. Did a good job of covering the goal early on the half.
Yeah, no, when he's had to play, when Logan was injured, he's done a great job.
And speak of the devil, he gets his touch. Good punt to the center. David there probably wanted a little bit more control than that.
Yeah. The thing is that platoon with Logan and Wyatt is just indicative of the team. I mean, there's no real ego involvement here. It's like everyone's just interested in winning.
Yep. Just
keep on trucking, keep winning. Doesn't matter how. No one needs to be the person.
No one needs all the stats.
No.
Yep.
No, they're doing it so far exactly like we said in Game 1. This is going to be different than the previous 3 years. It's going to mandate that all of these guys play as a unit, and everyone's going to have to play well.
Well, and if you think about it, going into the season even, a lot of the discussion was, oh my goodness, how are we going to survive without the seniors that we lost?
Yeah.
Right. The Austin Tuckers. How are we going to score? We don't have Austin Tucker anymore.
Yeah, and the other thing, but over the course of the last 2 years, it dropped. Will Maddox had graduated, then all of a sudden Will Porter and Alex graduate.
Yep.
And so now all of a sudden your midfield is like, whoa, wholly new midfield.
Mm-hmm.
And historically, at least on the girls and boys side, as it pertains to Heritage Hall, our success has hinged on our midfield bossing the other midfield.
Right.
And not that that's a genius statement. I mean, I think if you look, there's another one for Orlando.
Being on the right place on the right time, that was a
Yeah, that's where you need to be. Far post, just get part of your body on there. But yeah, the thing is, midfield, that's your connection, and and you've got to have not just have midfield, but you got to have someone who's a disruptor. You got to have someone who's creative, and you've got to have and you got to have high motor.
Yep. David Griffith come off. He was the one that headed the ball over to.
Yeah, and then Landon got his 2 goals and out, and so now we've got full complement of substitution.
Yep. And that really, it speaks to the depth that we've got most of our subs in there now, and we're still putting goals on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
So 7-0, a little under 20 minutes left in the game. Chargers in full control of the game, trying to get that shutout. Do everything they can to help Wyatt earn his shutout.
Yep. And I would imagine at some point Dylan and James Burlong are going to come out.
I would think so. I don't think it's necessarily getting chippy, but
no, I think it's just one of those things. Just the mileage.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
let
Wearing
them
on
rest.
people.
Yeah, just let them rest.
Deep kick running on. Wyatt's got that one pretty easily.
Looks like Kingston was getting ready to go in.
Yep. Quick throw. Got Porter up there. Good decision. That was a great decision.
That was a great pass.
Now he's got Porter. Porter's got 2 guys to beat now. That's a really good look at that.
Oh, wow.
That's trouble. That was almost.
There weren't many things that could make me change my mind about player of the game, but that might have at least called for a tie.
Yeah, that would have been at least a highlight reel.
Mm-hmm.
That was that was pretty impressive.
So Bo and Grayson come out. So really, Dylan and James, and Desmond, if you can get all 3 of them off the field, then you really have your team sort of rested and intact. Yeah.
Yep.
And like we said, and it's not like the team just dropped off a cliff. I mean, these guys are still really good players and are still going to put a lot of pressure on Elk City, and they bring a lot of energy.
Yeah, Tegan showing a little bit of his wheels out there. He's deceptively fast. I mean, he's got those long strides.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
It may be the hair that makes him look fast, but
yeah, that was a senior. So that was a swag week decision.
Is that what it was? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that year. I remember that time when Alex Allspaw showed up with bleached blonde hair. It was swag week, and you thought, what on earth?
That is very true.
Like, when you do that to your hair, that isn't swag week. That's going to take 3 months.
You got to grow that out.
That's going to be swag summer.
That's right.
So Elk City taking their time. I think they kind of know what's going on, but I think that for them, they would really, really like to put one in the back of the net, just on general principle.
I would think so too. I mean, how do you put that together? What does that look like?
Yeah, and the thing is, I think those last 2 goals have been pretty demoralizing,
right?
And you can just see that their energy has dropped, and they're just kind of body language has really shifted.
Well, and their back lines. I mean, now
tired.
having to make sprints. You start. I mean, that's again. You play a high line, you're going to start getting into foot races.
Yep. So James and Desmond are off. So once Dylan gets off, you have a complete complement of subs.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good.
We will take it. That speaks a lot to depth, but just also get them the playing experience. The game time. I mean, if you think about a lot of schools, you're a freshman, you're even a sophomore, you're not playing for another 2 years. You're not seeing the field for another 2 years.
Yeah. But again, I think, when you've got a coach with as much experience as Tommy does, he sees the value in these minutes. I mean, these guys are in a real game, a real district game. and there's pressure on them. I mean, you don't think these guys are going to get a bunch of grief if they give up a goal?
Right.
So these guys are playing for real here, and so they're getting valuable time, and that's going to pay off next year. So next spring, it's not going to be a completely inexperienced group of players.
Porter on the ball in the corner. Got a man to beat. Beats him on the line. Keeper able to cover the line pretty well, though.
The other keeper, has seen a lot of action. He's done reasonably well. I think. I don't know what the right answer is on the on the landing on the chip, because the speed. The thing is, the weight of that pass was such that it was kind of dying, kind of like a golf shot with a little backspin, and so I don't know, because if you let him just run right at you, I'm not sure that's a great idea either.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I guess by the book, you just charge out there. So here we
Good
go.
cross there. Can he get a foot on it? Oh, that left foot was waiting for him.
Yeah, it was.
And maybe a push in the back. So 13 minutes left in the game. 7-0 Chargers. Chargers full control of the game.
Definitely.
Elks City just kind of seeing what little moral victories they can put together.
Yeah, Dylan's finally out, so the squad is intact for next Tuesday.
There you go. And the subs are getting their experience.
Definitely.
Because you have to feel like they're going to be called into action. Somebody's going to be called into action for sure.
Yeah.
But some of these games are going to wear down some players.
I mean, there's no question about it. And you never know. It's just unpredictable. I mean, you certainly don't want anything. You hope that never happens, but it's better to be prepared.
Yeah, you've got to be able to fill those ranks pretty quickly, and last thing you want is somebody who's not touched the field yet or not been in a pressure situation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's pressure to get Wyatt his shutout.
There is, definitely.
As long as he's wearing the legacy gold jersey,
that's right.
He deserves a shutout.
That's right. Kingston taking his time, bringing the ball back.
So if we do well, if we win the state championship again, do we get to change the jerseys? That's the question.
I don't see why not. I mean, to me, that's a problem that's worth having every year. Just have the parents get together and say, "Hey, buy your kid's jersey. That gives us money to buy next year's jerseys," and just
there you go.
Keep doing it.
That's trouble there.
Free
runner in the middle.
He just missed that header. He's really wanting that back, and that would have been a difficult save to say the least.
Yeah, that was. I think Wyatt saw the ball come crossover. Probably had a little more faith in his defender to be able to defend the guy, not leave him wide open.
Yeah. I think his deal is he's just been running so much this game that I just think he's kind of discombobulated.
Yeah, number 11 has worked harder than just about anybody on the field.
Yeah, he's put in a shift for sure. So Kingston calmly passing it back. And, in this, I mean, even a play like that, it seems like it's fairly routine, but when you're coming in off the bench and you just decide to coolly and calmly pass it back to your goalie, I mean, that's somebody who knows what they're doing.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And they're going to be even more confident about it because they accomplished that. So next game, when maybe he has to do under a little bit more pressure, he knows he can pull off that move. Elk City waiting for some support, and here they come.
Yeah, we don't need to give these guys a bunch of space.
Good job by
Kingston was not having any part of that.
No, he stood the guy up and forced him back, which is exactly what you want. Now Chargers looking to make a run.
Oh boy, no.
Porter's got some Got some speed. He's got some somebody checking coming on him.
Now, I don't know if that was deflect. No.
No, it doesn't look like it. So, I mean, but that's the thing is you're running at that speed. I mean, he's fast, but he's also got to be a little bit out of control just to make that speed.
Yeah.
And so, getting a good shot off at full speed is
and it's easy to say just stop it, come back, do something with it. I mean,
especially when you have two guys on your tail
Exactly.
right there breathing in your neck.
yeah. Oh, it was a high
yeah.
kick. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna.
That's a lack of experience right there. Yeah, I think Porter's going to be a big asset next year.
Mm-hmm. There's some guys that are going to come back next year that are going to be really stout.
Yeah, and play a big part in the success of the team next year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Not sure if that guy went off.
Yeah, I know. I was wondering if he was off, but apparently not. Well, good on Wyatt for not, freaking out.
Yeah.
He's steering 1-on-1 with a guy. Calmly stood his ground.
Oh, and this is a much better angle.
Yeah.
And to be honest, if he would have gone to ground on that, he might have gotten the call.
Exactly. I think he would have. Distribution out and right back to the Chargers. Chargers are hungry for another goal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they are definitely employing the best defense is a good offense.
Yep.
Strategy.
Kingston's on it. He's got the right idea. He just keeps getting under that ball all the time. And his swing back's not his draw is not too bad.
No.
He gets it off very, very quickly.
Yeah, he's just getting underneath it for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Oh, we might have another goalie change.
Who would be coming in?
That's a great question.
I don't know that I could tell from here if
Because it's another number 15.
Yeah, I mean that's a field play. I don't know. We're gonna have to see what's gonna happen here.
Yeah, and he may not be coming in.
No, maybe he's just staying warm with the long sleeve shirt.
Yeah.
But we will speculate from here. Don't worry, guys. We'll speculate for everybody and come up with a good story.
That's right. Oh, there's almost a through. But these guys have definitely backed up. They are definitely not playing up as high as they were. Which, ironically, now would be the time to do the high line when we have the inexperienced people in. But the problem is they might be a little bit inexperienced, but they're not slow.
Well, the problem is they keep seeing Porter run.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so maybe a high line's not a great idea.
Yeah, they know. They're like, all right, this guy is going to abuse us if we play a high line. So just make sure we're staying a little bit back.
Yeah. So a little over 6 minutes left.
Chargers going to take on Woodward next, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Woodward next.
Woodward, at Woodward on Tuesday.
That's a fun drive.
Yes.
Woodward sitting at 5-5 before tonight.
Actually, not Tuesday, Monday.
And Monday.
Yeah, so I mean, so even sort of less rest.
And then the playoffs will start the week of the 5th.
Yeah, I believe this. The 5th is first round. Yeah.
Very good. That one, Keegan's. We're going to put, weight on Keegan's knee
That's
to
right.
keep him from
That's right.
leaning back.
So while we got a chance, let's talk about CBS Sports Radio 105.3, powering ChargerVision this season. The station does a great job spotlighting high school as well as individual players around the state, including Heritage Hall. Tune into 105.3 FM on your radio dial.
Porter with the ball, trying to play a little bit with Keegan. Now he's just going to try to go around the outside. Elk City did a good job of stalling him there.
Oh boy, that was
Kingston
just
inspired and took a shot.
Yep.
Well done. That was a little bit wide, but had some good power on it. That's a confidence builder.
Well, we got a chance to talk about Dr. Matt Dieselhorst. His sports and orthopedics clinic works with athletes of all ages, accelerating their return to play and maximizing performance through coordinated training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehab, and imaging. With years of medical and surgical experience, Dr. Dieselhorst gets Oklahoma athletes back on the field. And, one thing, and I'm not sure that he, necessarily does this, but one thing that Heritage Hall does, as well as the OEFC club, is with the female athletes and all of the really well-publicized and becoming even more well-publicized ACL issues.
Yep.
I think it's called the Olympic 20 or whatever, and it's a set of preventive injury that apparently reduces female ACL injuries by 80%.
Yeah.
And so, and that's a big deal because the ACL thing is multifactorial. But the one thing that's for sure, even if they haven't totally figured out the why, is it's a big problem.
Yeah, it seems to get more and more pervasive. Good opportunity there. That one going wide. And as more girls are getting into soccer, the opportunities multiply.
Yeah, and I mean, and they've even gotten it down to where I think New Balance and Nike have specific cleats for women because of the pronation, supination differences between men and women, because they attribute some of it to women, playing soccer wearing men's cleats. I mean, Katarina spent her entire career wearing, Ronaldo Mercurials, and that shoe's not made for women.
Right. A long, hopeful ball from the back.
Yeah, that's right.
I think that was
Put more pressure on them, so less than 3 minutes.
So then now we are left with the very, very challenging decision of our player of the game.
Yeah, so I think much like the first game, we're going to stick with the featured player of the game. I think David Griffin has done a great job. He's had a great season. He's a senior leader, lots of experience. So to me, it makes sense to have him.
I will second that vote and make it unanimous. And so we'll see if we can't get him up here after the game. But, yeah, he's been a great leader for this team this year and obviously contributes a ton. But you need your seniors to be able to contribute, or juniors, your upperclassmen, we'll call it, to lead the team. And he's been really a great representative of the team.
Yeah, and I think both he and Johnny, lead by example, but they've also become vocal this year out of necessity. But, when you're surrounded by people who play soccer all the time, that tends to be a leadership by action is better than words. Because everybody knows how to play soccer on this team. It's just got to look at the work ethic and, other things that lift people up.
Yep. Long shot. Wyatt's able to collect that very calmly. The last minute and a half, Elk City hoping that they could just kind of get on the board. They're not going to do it that way by pushing somebody in the back, though.
Right in front of the referee.
Right in front of the referee, yeah. It wasn't very well disguised. So the Chargers get probably one last opportunity to go in, add something else to the scoreboard, though they don't necessarily need to.
So Henry's going to send this thing in.
He's going to stall a little bit. There we go. Nice driven ball. That's a good ball.
That is. Elk City goalie had some sure hands on that, but if he would have coughed it up,
it would have been ugly.
Yep.
Ball goes out, so the Chargers will get one last run at it. And then they have a quick turnaround, go to Woodward, and then a few days break, at least, to rest and recover until the playoffs.
Yep. So it's been a good outing by both Charger teams.
Yeah. Some success on senior night, which is always what you want.
And credit to Elk City, both the women's team and the men's team came here and battled it out. They didn't just fold and head home early.
That will do it. 7-0 Chargers over the Elks on senior night. Stick with us. We're going to do a quick interview and head to the next game.
When you walk into this room, who you have beside you matters. Experience matters. We fight in Oklahoma and around the country, standing toe-to-toe against the most powerful adversaries in the world, and we win. Our record speaks for itself. Our verdicts and settlements speak for themselves, and we want to fight for you. Nix Patterson, Oklahoma attorneys with world-class experience.
And welcome back to ChargerVision. Brian Gordon and George Crescent, and the Chargers with a 7-0 win over the Elk City Elks in their last home game, a district win before the playoffs. Yeah. So a good game. Chargers dominated pretty much the entire game. Had some really good plays, had some really good inspiration at times. Did get a little bit, just kind of complacent a little bit. Complacent may not be the best word for it, but just didn't have the energy or the fervor that we saw them at the beginning.
Yeah. They had control of the game, and it was truly a team win. I mean, literally 22 people played.
Yes.
So, I mean, you can't ask for more than that.
No, I think Tommy Riley would probably be happy with the outcome and the play of the team, the leaders, the people you expected to score scored. A couple of people you didn't necessarily expect to scored. And so, it was an overall good outing as we head into playoff soccer. They still have one more hurdle to get by, which is Woodward. And Woodward just always puts a good team together. Yeah,
Woodward's well coached. They usually have a reasonable amount of talent. And again, it's one of those games where if you don't play well, you can lose. I mean, as great as these past teams have been, I mean, we remember losing 2-1 at Altus, which seems completely inexplicable, but that's how high school sports are. I mean, you can definitely drop the ball anytime.
No, exactly. So the Chargers stop it. And they're going to be in pretty good company with their district. Harding Charter's probably going to finish at second, right? Clinton, I can see them finishing at third.
Yeah, I mean, and they are definitely a team that no one's going to really want to see. They are capable of beating anybody and losing to anybody.
Yeah, and then Newcastle and Woodward are probably going to be it could kind of go either way as far as a lot of it may be determined next week or next Monday between those two teams. So still a little bit to be decided within the districts, but what is for sure, the Chargers coming in and holding on to that first place standing.
Yeah, I think the real value of winning at Woodward is just to rack up those additional points so that if it comes down to it between us and a team from the East, we outpoint them, we get to host.
Yeah, I think, and that'll be kind of the big thing when they get in there into that playoffs. We'll probably going to see another one from our district. Our district seemed to be pretty good. So there's a good chance we might see a Clinton in one of the later rounds.
Yeah, definitely.
So it looks
I hope not, but
yeah, no, they put up a really good fight, and so
and they're physical, so you worry about all kinds of things. I mean, you worry about the game, you worry about injuries, you worry about all kinds of stuff.
So it should be an interesting thing, and hopefully the Chargers can move forward on the right step. See if we can get David up here. I know he's meeting with his family first, and then we'll go. So, anything you would have changed from the game as far as the tactics?
No, I mean, I think everything went as planned. You wanted to, first of all, be tight at the back. Don't give up any goals. Be hard to beat. And then, just be patient and wait for that first goal to get in there. And then historically, once we score the first couple goals, we're usually in pretty good shape. And then at that point, just kind of keep playing and stay healthy.
Yeah. So got David making his way up here. Probably not the best choice of how to do it. Sure. I can certainly have a conversation with him real quick.
How's it going?
Hey.
Thank you.
All right. We have David Griffin on the line with us here. And after a very good battle, tell us a little bit about the game and how you felt it went.
Good game. It's a little bit hard to play against a team that's sent so many guys back, so it was a little bit uncomfortable. But I thought we did a good job adjusting in the second half, and just a good job in general. It was fun being out there with all the guys, especially all the seniors. Getting Adam, Henry, and Noah out there, or Adam, Mike, and Henry out there. It's fun playing with them, and just a really good game. Good game.
A solid next week. Solid win on a senior night, always a good thing, and to close out your home stand at least from the regular season with a good win. So going into the playoffs, you got one more game against Woodward, which is always a challenging game.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what your mentality is going into that game, knowing the playoffs are lurking on the far side.
You just keep up. We just got to keep improving. It'll be interesting because. I don't really know what the situation with Noah is, but we might have a different attack, so I think more responsibility is going to have to go on me. So I just try to take responsibility, take off where Noah left off, and just keep the ball rolling with everybody else who's in there. I think the biggest thing, it's not a trap game, but we've had games like this before. We've gone to like Altus, and it's 2.5 hours away, long bus ride, and you kind of just you blow one just because. You're not locked in, and I think it's easy to get carried away with this one, so we really got to focus. I think that's one of my goals is just as one of the seniors out here to make sure we're all locked in, make sure we know how big this game is, even though our status is even though we've already won district,
right.
And just make sure we lock in, don't let one go against Woodward, and just keep improving because we're not at the level we're not at the final level we need to be at yet. We still got a lot of ways to go before we can call ourselves close to state championship level. So just got to keep improving. And I think after the whole week after that, just keep practicing, keep working on our touches, staying ready for next week for the playoffs.
And very good. And then, of course, what's success for you for the season?
Of course, the 4-peat. It's not often you get the opportunity to do this. I think I'm incredibly lucky to have the class before me. I was not nearly the player. I would not be not nearly the player I am without this amazing coaching staff and players like Tucker and Kaysen and the forwards at least, and all those guys, those seniors, but those guys because they're forwards just really showed me the way, kind of lead me to where I am today, and they've really put us in a great position, leading us to 3. So it'd just be awesome to be the class that gets it 4. There's a lot of ways to find success. Every time I step out here, I'm so grateful to be out here with the guys. Every win, every time we are together, I call it a success just being out here. But at the end of the day, our eyes are on that 4-peat. We want to bring it home and make some history. I don't think his soccer team's done it before, so we want to be the class.
It put you in rarefied air at Heritage Hall Soccer, which has an incredible legacy, so that'd be a great place to be. So, to one more game to get through, and then then you're on the run.
I know, we're pretty pumped. I'm hoping we can knock Woodward out and let's go.
All right, I'm all for it, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Great game. Folks, thank you for staying with us and watching the senior night for the seniors. Have Woodward away and then the playoffs, so make sure you stick with us. Thank you to the ChargerVision team. You guys are amazing every time and give us our escapes. So, guys, have a great evening. We'll see you on the pitch.